Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be a Cancer reading. This is a general timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it's meant for you. Also, this is for any Cancer placement, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Lilith, you name it, okay? Or you could just be curious. There's nothing wrong with that. I am going to be doing my readings a little bit different, Cancer, going forward. So I'm going to do the general reading that I always do, followed up with a love reading, okay? So let me know how you feel about the additional segment in the comment section below, okay? I am going to meditate with you guys to help us release any negative energy and allow us to be open to receive any of the messages in this reading. So feel free to breathe in and out with me, excuse me, Cancer, if you're comfortable. I don't have my singing bowl here, so I guess it's not meant for us to play that today, Cancer, okay? Okay, and pretend like you just heard like 3 dings, okay? Let's get started, Cancer. So we have 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So with the 6 of Wands, I was going to go over all of them, but I feel like I should just do these first 3 because we have quite a bit on the table. 6 of Wands shows me that you will be victorious in something, okay? You could be celebrating yourself, or some people could be wanting to celebrate you, or maybe there's a need to feel appreciated, because I got that word for some reason pop in my head, okay? But definitely you'll be having a victory soon. With the 8 of Pentacles, you're putting in the work. I feel like it's towards yourself though, self-love. You could have been putting in the work into a relationship before in the past, but I'm picking up that you have switched your focus to putting in the work or doing what's best for you. With the 2 of Swords, there's definitely a decision that needs to be made, Cancer, okay? I feel like this is about a partner. I feel like that you feel like a partner is like a stalemate, meaning that it's not going anywhere, or you need to make a choice about the partner. I know this is general, but a lot of my general readings have been focusing on love lately, Cancer. And that could be because it's the top of the year and Valentine's Day is coming up pretty soon. So maybe that's a focus for a lot of people. It could be conscious or subconscious, okay? 5 of Cups. Possible heartbreak, holding on to the past. It's some bitterness as well too. It could be about that 2 of Swords energy. It could be an air sign. Something you feel didn't go the way that you planned it would, okay? So highly disappointed about something, okay? And that could have pushed you to focus more on yourself. There's something else that popped in my head about the 8 of Pentacles, but as soon as it came in, it came back out. Okay. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the person is in and out of your life, okay? That's interesting, because I had a hard time, Cancer, saying in and out earlier when I was talking about our meditation together. And I always say that phrase when I do my videos, but I could barely get it out. In and out, okay? So someone's in and out with you a lot, and you don't like that at all. And that bothers you. Interesting. Also 2 of Wands, okay? So more 2 energy, more choices, decisions, okay? Because the 2 of Swords also means decisions, choices. There's a hard choice that you need to make, okay? Similar energy to Taurus reading. Theirs was about choices as well. Theirs focused a little bit more on career, and it was 2 people as well involved in their reading. Yours, I feel like it's just about going towards the future. You could be wanting to travel, but I never really pick up that energy from this card. To me, I feel like if you look at it closely, I feel like that there's a need to go forward. To release the past, okay? Our past, future, and present, they all tie together, if that makes sense. I know that that's a really larger concept to grasp, but we take the lessons from our past. We have to live in the present to keep ourselves grounded, because if we live too too far in the future, Cancer, then it just leads us to being very anxious, okay? And a lot of mental anguish if we live too far in the past or too far in the future, okay? So it has to be somewhere in between, okay? But the reason why I say it's a need to go forward, because the card before that one is the Five of Cups, which is like that disappointment, holding on to the past, being bitter, not happy with how something went, wanting to try to maybe fix it, but it's already done. It's already in the past, Cancer, okay? So we can rewrite our wrongs, Cancer, a lot of times. Still in the present, okay? Even if the situation has changed, the environment has changed, the people aren't the same, we can still rewrite that chapter and make a new one, if that makes sense, Cancer, okay? So that's the card that comes before the Two of Wands. The one that comes after Two of Wands is the Ace of Cups, okay? So it looks like as you progress throughout the reading with all the cards we have on the table, that it leads you to a new beginning in love, okay? That could be self-love, that could be romantic love, that could be a friendship, that could be a partnership in business or with family, okay? But there's definitely a new beginning. And I feel like if you haven't already started this, Cancer, the cards or spirit is encouraging you to shift into that new beginning, or to live more in the present, because I feel like if you are in the present and you have time to process all of those things, then you will be able to see that it's time to push forward into new energy, okay? So that you can have that victory with the Six of Wands that we open up the reading, okay? Above the Two of Wands is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So definitely I feel like you going I don't want to say hermit mode, because I don't feel like it's that deep for you. I feel like you just need to pull back your energy, okay? Cancers are great at nurturing, loving people unconditionally, very kind-hearted people. So you could be realizing that there needs to be a balance between give and take, okay? To not overgive. Like, you want to stay true to yourself, Cancer, but you also want to know that sometimes we give unconditionally our love to other people who don't necessarily deserve it. And I know that sounds really harsh, Cancer, but sometimes that's the way it is. They haven't really shown us that they can show up for us like we show up for them. And maybe that's where that in and out energy is coming out that I mentioned earlier, okay? And this could be about business, because we have a lot of cups. We have a wand here, so that's always, to me, to take the initiative. Pentacles usually represents money, earth energy, so grounding. So you do definitely need to do some grounding, some spiritual things. That could be sage, that could be meditation, maybe candles. Do whatever fits you and whatever you feel comfortable with, Cancer, okay? The last card that ended up falling on the floor, Cancer, was the Five of Pentacles. And I actually almost missed it until I got up to go check on something. So you definitely need to walk through the door. There is some sadness here, though, but on the other side of the door is happiness, Cancer. You just have to walk through it. Like, it's literally waiting here for you, that victory. It's just your mindset. You have to shift into the future, or focus more on the present. I don't know why I keep on saying that, but you need to focus more on the present to realize that you need to move on, because you're living too much in the past, Cancer. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for you. We have the Tower and the Judgment card. Injustice. Interesting. Okay. I didn't want to make this reading too long, but I really want to tell you this, Cancer, okay? Because I feel like you guys will understand me. So I had a dream last night about a court show. It's like a famous judge, and I really didn't think it was that important. I looked up the judge's sign, and he was like an Aries, but I thought, okay, maybe that is a message for Aries, and maybe that will be a message for them too. But since at the bottom of the deck we have the Tower card, number 16, we have Judgment, and then we have Justice, number 11. There is a decision that needs to be had, okay? Because I feel like that the purpose of that dream I had last night, I know it was about like someone suing someone over an actual anniversary gift. Okay, so you could be coming up on on like an anniversary and something that could be for love, for work, something important to you. Okay, and maybe you didn't receive a gift. I know that's really random, Cancer, but maybe that's important to you. Okay, but with the judgment, that means that there is a call for something higher. Okay, spirit is leading you to connect with your higher self and to make a decision. Okay, you're being called to do something. If you're watching that, you know what that is because you've received a lot of signs. Okay, when we're called to do something, things will align up. We'll start getting a lot of messages. So something I'll say will trigger you, or you'll hear something on the TV or see something on social media that triggers you, or a friend could say something. It's numerous of things, but you will see it in the universe. Okay, with the Tower, something major is going to happen very soon. Major transformation. I don't think it's anything negative though. I think it's something positive, but it's on the other side of the door. Five of Pentacles. Okay, it could be an increase in finances as well too. It definitely will be a balance into a karmic cycle or a karmic lesson. You'll end a karmic lesson or gain the value of the purpose of that karmic lesson. Okay, so just because that dream focused on a court show, I feel like maybe that dream was meant for you. Okay, so something needs to be decided when it comes to love for you, and you're being called to something in regards to love, Cancer. Okay, we're gonna move on to the love reading. Let me just gather all of my cards up for you, Cancer, okay, and do a little shifting. I'm trying to work on like my camera angle so you guys will be able to see the cards and I can shuffle on camera and things, but it's just taking me a little bit more time, so just be patient with me, Cancer. Thank you. So let's see. The person that you're calling in, how will they be? Page of Cups energy. I usually get very good vibes from this card, Cancer. It could be very magical. It could sweep you off your feet. It could be a little bit naive, but when I think of naive, what just popped in my head is like puppy love. Okay, so it could come off as that. Okay, so you could be calling in someone that you feel like that will resemble puppy love, which is interesting. Okay, so maybe you want to feel playful and youthful. You don't want the heavy energy. And I feel like from the general reading, there could have been a lot of heavy energy in your past love life. Okay, and then we have coming in after that the King of Cups. Okay, so this is like your perception of things or your perception of the person. You feel them very wise, very grounded. You feel like that they're a great leader. I'm heavy picking up on that this person could be a Pisces, because also in your blockage we have the Hangman, which is Pisces energy. Page of Cups can be Pisces or Aquarius. King of Cups, I usually read it as Pisces because there's a fish in the water and he has a fish around his necklace as well too, if you guys can see it very closely. Am I covering up the fish? There we go. So you could be dealing with the Pisces, or you could have a Pisces in your chart. If you do, you might want to look at the Pisces reading because similar vibe, which is interesting. But yeah, or this relationship could have grounded you. Okay, if this is something you're currently in or you've experienced before in the past. Okay, and then how does the person perceive you? Nine of Cups. Okay, so usually this means like a wish fulfillment in the kind of Cups court, if that makes sense for you, Cancer. But when I looked at this card, I feel like that the person is like holding on to you, but they feel like that you're slipping away. Okay, so that could be past energy. If this is current and this is a new person, new energy, they could feel like that you're a prize, that you're a catch, because they're literally trying to catch the other bowls. But they can't quite grasp you, okay? So it could be because you're healing and you're focusing on self-love. So either this person hasn't come into your energy or they have, and maybe you're just not open to it yet, okay? Which is nothing wrong with that, Cancer. We all have to work at our own pace and our own speed. Okay, so maybe the person just needs to be a little patient with you, but or they just need to be patient with themselves. But it definitely feels like that if it's a new person, it is a wish fulfillment for them. Okay, it could be somebody coming back around that felt that you slipped away from them and they want to try to catch you again. Okay, I don't know why I keep on using those words, but in your blockage, number 12, the hangman, that's that Pisces energy again. So you could have a Pisces in your environment that you feel like is blocking you. This could be a current person, a future, or past. Take it how it resonates. But you feel stuck. You feel stuck, and you feel that it's a need to release, or a need to surrender to a higher purpose. And that's that higher purpose that I mentioned in my dream, the judgment card, being called to a higher purpose. That's in your blockage, okay? You could have evolved, which is similar to the Pisces reading. Definitely go check it out. You could have evolved, Cancer, and there's a need for you to shift out of certain environments, shift out of certain situations, certain people. And maybe that's your choice or decision that you need to make, okay, in order to become aligned with your higher self and with God, okay? Interesting energy. I'm going to pull a card for outcome for the love, okay? Because I feel like it's a little foggy. Okay, we got a lot of cards. I don't really want to take all of them, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, Cancer. Okay, I was trying to keep a reading short today, but it's getting longer than expected. 6 of Cups, so definitely someone from the past, okay? Also, you could be reflecting on the past, like I mentioned in the in your general reading, okay? So be cautious of that, okay? It's good to reflect so we can heal and move on, but we can't get stuck there, Cancer, okay? Knight of Wands, passion. There's a horse in the back, okay? So for some reason I heard the word stability, but that's not usually what a horse represents. Usually it's stamina and power, okay? So maybe you have more stamina than you know you have, okay? Or there's a need for stability. But she's very happy in this card, okay? So that's something I feel like you're going towards. Knight of Cups, that came out of maybe in Sagittarius reading as well too, okay? That's Mr. or Miss Romance. That's what I always refer to it as, okay? It could be a positive energy, most definitely. But lately, for some reason, when I'm doing readings, I feel it as like a player energy, someone that's very deceptive. Very deceptive. And that could be the case in this as well too. Maybe that's why you moved away from that person. 3 of Wands, you're manifesting something. You want to go towards something. When I think of Wands, I always think of the taking the initiative, fire energy, okay? So not really so much in your element, but you could have fire in your chart though, okay? So make sure to look that up. But I feel like that ties into the 6 of Wands, you having that victory. You're trying to manifest something new, okay? Page of Wands, creativity, happiness, joy, abundance, okay? That's that wand energy again. 10 of Wands, more wands, okay? Ending a cycle with that 10 coming out. Definitely walking away from negativity or past experiences. Just be careful of the baggage that you take with you, okay? We don't have to take everything that we had from the past or that we learned from the past, if that makes sense, okay? So be careful of that. Hopefully that was an outcome for you. Not exactly what I expected, but I'm going to go with the flow, okay, Cancer? I'm going to take a lesson or advice card. It depends on how it resonates for you, Cancer, whether that's a lesson or an advice, okay? We have so many cards coming up, okay? We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, okay? Purple energy, crown chakra. Balance that, okay? Because there's a crown over the King of Cups, okay? Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, okay? If you guys can see that. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than love, okay? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being, okay? Love, blame, self-esteem, discipline, okay? So a lot of struggle between past and present energy, okay? Don't blame yourself if things ended, okay? Either people can choose to see your worth or not. Usually when people can't see worth in other people, it's because they don't see their own worth, Cancer. Okay, so there's some inner work that they need to do, but we can only heal ourselves, okay? At the end of the day, we can guide people to healing, but we can't force them into healing, or we can't heal them, okay? That's a power that's outside of us, and I feel like that it's too much of a burden to place on us, okay? And you could have felt that the person was a burden, okay? Subconsciously, I don't know if that's something that you're truly aware of, okay? But you definitely want success. You definitely want love as well too, but I feel like it's a big focus on self-love. If you don't feel that way, if you feel that you can find love with someone else right now, it might be a sign that there's a need for self-love and inner work, Cancer. Self-esteem might be an issue for you, okay? You need to be more disciplined in your spiritual practices. I feel that very strongly, okay? Let's see. Should we take a positive affirmation? I think so. I try to be as positive in my readings, but I want to be honest, you know. These videos are supposed to be very healing for you. I'm just going to take one from the middle of the deck. It says, I release all fear and negative thoughts. Exactly. I feel like it's a lot of negative thought patterns going on, okay? So there's a need to release that and focus more on positivity, how great, how abundant you are, your characteristics you have as a Cancer: loving, nurturing, good sense of humor, witty, you know, like all of those things. You need to focus on that, okay? And whoever's meant to be in your life, you'll draw that person in and they will love you unconditionally, okay? But you have to love yourself unconditionally first, Cancer, okay? I'm at 21 minutes, okay? So I'm going to end it there, Cancer. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love reading you guys' comments. I truly appreciate that. Also, if you have not heard this today, Cancer, you are loved and you are cherished, okay? Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.